Everybody could hear me. Let me just get off my phone here, put it away. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I did switch that to, I need to change my camera a bit. How do I do this? I usually have this like shape filter, rounded. We give it a bit of a blue color. We do a radius of, can I do 0.5? Probably. Oh, I can do 1.5. Nice. There we go. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Let me bring this chat, make it bigger. I'm not even going to address that. Frederick, good morning. How's it going? Yes, everybody hit the like button. Do you use surge protectors for outside cameras? If so, which ones do you use? Oh, wait. You would use one at each end. We typically don't. Like, if you're putting them on homes, we won't. If it's, like, attached to a tree, we might, and you'd put one on each end. Albert, how's it going? Derek, I think you were looking at the same thing, or for the same thing. Along with outdoor installs, I have a switch flex and curious what your thoughts are on using port plug better to plug and let the moisture. So those flex switches are good, and they have a flex box that you can put them in, which is weather sealed. Gear, how's it going? Tech Jones, how's it going? Good morning. Super, how's it going from Cleveland? Steve, how's it going? I'm from PR. I'm not too sure where PR is. I'd have to look that up. Can I get certified on something from Ubiquiti? Are you looking like at training or something? Ritesh, how's it going? Good morning from India. Richard, how's it going? Mitchell, Jacob, how's it going? I'm just gonna wait for some people to get in, and then we'll get into it. Puerto Rico. Oh, I guess that makes sense. It really depends what you're trying to get certified in. Like if you're trying to do certified courses, I think they do offer some online courses. Richard from Cabo, how's it going? From France, Gabin, I don't even know how to say your name. I'm terrible at it. Meta, how's it going? Hello, learned a lot from you. Awesome. Gear, or TV, how's it going? I really hate that they switched all the names. I know most of your icons, but your names have all switched. Good morning. -3 in Florida. Wow. It's cold here. It's like -20 Celsius. Good morning from your desk. Awesome. I can't believe I haven't paired my UDR7 with the 10 gig aggregation switch. Yes, you should do that. The 10 gig switches, they have the 8-port ones, which are fairly price effective. Retired, how's it going from Ottawa? I haven't been to Ottawa for a long time. Cyberdog from the basement. What problems are you seeing? And if it's anything political, we aren't getting into that. So if people are here for the political stuff, I won't be talking about it. From Calgary, I'm sure it's pretty cold that way. I wish we would get some jobs out in different parts of Canada. We couldn't do BC because BC actually, I think you have to be licensed low voltage. It's a little bit different there. Good morning from Montreal. We will be in Quebec sometime soon. I've actually never been to Quebec, so that's going to be interesting. John, how's it going? I did see your email, John. I just saw it yesterday. I'll get back to you here shortly on it. -20. Yeah, it's been pretty cold for most places. Good afternoon from the wet UK. We've had lots of snow. We've had lots of cold. Like it's been crazy cold. My install is on a commercial building. I have a G5 and a G6 PTZ on the outside of the building. I wouldn't even put the surge protector. I mean, maybe I'm giving bad advice, but we don't, and I've never had issues, and we've deployed hundreds of cameras. Oh, it's only 3. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's pretty good. I think we're about -20 right now. Protect side, protect side. There's, I don't know. I haven't had any problems with my protect side. I guess it depends what issues you're having. Got my UDR or Unified Travel Router the other day. Happy with it so far. Yeah, it's very small. That's what I like about it. Z guy, how's it going? Like lighting's all off. I keep saying I need to get a blackout blind because that is piercing right there. I kind of want to redo this whole office. I'd like to paint the walls black, even though that does shrink in the room. But I think with then I could do better lighting stuff. So we'll see about that. Dwight, thank you so much for the $9.99. That equals a lot of money Canadian. $13.60. So please communicate to Unified that it hurts their image to delay the release of products at the second at the last second. G6 Pro entry at the end of the month. No way they didn't know either. I mean, I think they probably know. I will mention it to them, and I do appreciate the $10 very much. Thank you. I will mention something to them. I will send you the photo. Yeah, you can send me the photos. Yep. 0 Celsius, so not bad in Calgary. Oh, I wish I was here. That was here. Yeah. We were out protesting. Oh my gosh, I hate being outside. So we've delayed some camera jobs just because it's so cold. John, good morning. How's it going? I was able to get the UDR firmware update. That is one of the bigger problems that people have been having. I think you have to SSH into it, or it really depends what build they shipped it to you on. Because when I originally got my UTR, it was a different build than you guys would have had. So it was very hard to get updated at first, but then it eventually did. How's it going, Mr. Hawk? Mark, good morning or good afternoon for you. Black Jedi, how's it going? Yes, hit the like button. Even though it's so cold outside, it is very warm in this room. I've been extremely addicted to a game called Neo 3. I've never played any Neo games, and Neo demo is out. It's about a 6-hour demo, and I've been playing on my PC, and my PC fans have just been blasting off hot air. I paid $100 for each 12 terabyte Iron Wolf Pro to fill my last 3 bays. That's actually $100. Oh, $100 more. I thought you were talking you only paid $100. I was going to say that's pretty cheap. I'd love to be in Florida right now, even though it seems like it's pretty cold there. I may hurt it a bit, but better to release than another incomplete and buggy product. Well, the thing with is this all changed? This is all kind of changed. The thing that happened with the doorbell, and this is actually kind of good that they posted this, so at least they're being somewhat transparent on it. Where the heck are the doorbells? They're actually listing the issue or why we're not having it right now. Oh, it's on. Oh, is it under protect or door access probably? The reason why the Pro, they list it right here, due to constraint on the DDR memory configuration unique to the G6 Pro entry, launch is delayed while we requalify an alternate vendor. Availability is currently estimated for March. So I mean, yeah, it sucks that they delayed it, but at least they're kind of giving you a reason. I don't know. I guess they could have maybe put that out there a little bit earlier. I had the original build as I got mine day one. I would not update, but I plugged it in yesterday and did it automatically. Yeah, I had it a little bit before. Not how long did I have it before? It was only like a week or two before everybody got theirs, I think. Hi, why does the USW Lite PoE has problems powering up a Pro 7 AP after boot? After boot, a U7. What is it? What is it? A U7 Pro? Pro 7. Well, there's a bunch of Pro 7s, but we could look at this one if this is the one that you're talking about. Look at the PoE. So it's PoE plus. What switch were you talking? The 8 PoE Lite. I haven't used one of those in a very long time. Well, they can look at your power budget and see how much you have on there, because they only can do 52 watts and only 4 of the ports are actually PoE. Welcome, yes, it is February. I guess it's the 1st of February. It's my stepdad's birthday. We went up there yesterday for it. We drove there. It took 2 hours. We were only there for 2 hours. I wasn't feeling great. And then we drove back another 2 hours. So that was good. I'm on kind of a new diet. And I've been eating yogurt, and I don't know, maybe I'm lactose, but we'll find out. I'm going to buy that UCG fiber, but I have a concern. I have my talk backup on my cloud gateway Gen 2 or a Cloud Key Gen 2 and my self-over and server. Should I back up the network app and then restore my cloud key? Well, so what I would do, I'd back it up, put it in your UCG, and then you could restore from backups just specific applications. You don't need to do everything. I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm not getting into anything of that nature. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of tech, but yeah, I'm not getting into that. You could watch Asmongold to get all that type stuff. AI strikes back. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, you could do it that way. I mean, there's multiple different ways you could do it. At least it's good good that they're just providing justification instead of a meaningless coming soon. As for the alarm system, the PoE siren is being released 11 months after its announcement. The PoE siren. Well, the PoE siren's been out for a long time. The PoE siren, the Superlink siren, came out recently. I get it all depends on where you live, right? So this siren PoE, this came out like quite a while ago. I mean, I put a video out on it a little bit ago. Actually, we could look that up when that came out. YouTube.com. Why is my... Okay, so there. PoE siren. PoE siren. Did I not put it? Siren? So that came out in August 28th. I mean, it could have been a little bit later than that, but that's when I released my video on it on 2025. Superlink, this one just came out not long ago. It sold out. This is the battery powered one though. So if that may be what you're talking about. Good morning. How's it going? Do you know if hold on a sec. Do you know if you use a unified doorbell without Protect? Do you know if you can use no, you have to use it with Protect. The kitties are doing well. Chantel is doing well. She's downstairs editing some of her videos. We may end up going to a movie. I don't know what we're doing today. So I haven't, Edwin, I haven't talked about the certified installer program, and I actually don't know that question. I don't know how you get in, but we'll talk about that here shortly. Does anybody else have issues with the snowy, wintry weather and their cameras keep switching to everything a blue tint? I don't have that issue. Like you're talking like on the screen, it's like a blue or purple. I have seen it before though. Try doing a reboot. I'm probably not gonna do many videos on Identity Enterprise anymore because Unify Fabrics is in early access and that's pretty much gonna take over that, but it's free. I didn't buy that guitar yet because the guitar's not released. I think it's coming out like in the spring or something like that. I have this same guitar. It's behind me over here, but it's just a different color. My fiber ISP is offering 5 gig plan for an extra $30 a month. So of course I said yes. I would do that as well. Should I upgrade to from the Pro UDM Pro Max? Well, the Pro Max can't it do like? It's just Pro Max. Let's just compare that, and we'll just compare it with the EFG, whatever. Where's the IDS? So the IDS IPS, you could do 5 gig, right? So I would just keep that. Oh, I don't know what I have for Bell. I do have Bell, but I don't know which modem I have. I forget. Can't wait to talk about the Toolless keystones. Yes, we will talk about that shortly. I'm just gonna get caught up on the questions here. Your patch panel video saved me from buying another $40 useless tool to remove keystone couplers. Yes. The USL siren, yeah, that did come out. That just came out recently, so you would have been right on that. PM, good morning. How's it going? The UDM Pro Max should support 5 gigabit and won't. I wouldn't upgrade. No, I wouldn't upgrade either, to be honest. Is the Building Bridge XGS powered my PoE port and only transferred data? That I don't know. I actually haven't used the higher end building bridges. Good evening from Norway, and then there's somebody else from Fort Worth. Isn't that Texas? It is cold down there too? I did once reboot fix it. Okay, nice. What's your thoughts on the AI port? Worth it for the G5 turret bullets and G6 entry? Well, I think can the G6 entry not do facial recognition? I'm pretty sure it can. So the AI port, what you would be getting there, I believe, is just like your license plate reading and then facial recognition and stuff like that. Can Talk run on the fiber with no NVMe? I don't know off the top of my head. I would assume so, but you're not going to be able to have voicemails, right? Your voicemails would be stored within that. Oh, look at my Nightbot's going off. Sorry if this has been mentioned. Have you had issues with the Protect dashboard lately? It seems like every 30 seconds, then it goes to Protect updating. I did see that. I am on a different version probably than you guys right now. I did see something like that, though. It was protect updating, and it was only when I was going through the site manager. So I do believe that is fixed in the next update. Does anybody know if the supplied 120 millimeter fans are interchangeable with third-party fans? I think you could probably do like a, what are they, Noctua fans, probably? I haven't done it, though, so you might want to give it a Google. I'm going to set up my UNAS Pro, watch the video, and someone mentioned that after the initial setup, if you switch from the RJ45 to the SFP device, it's a new IP. How would that affect its use? Well, it would just affect its use if you have map drives to it, pretty much. Right? Then you're just going to have to remap your drives, I would assume. But yeah, each interface is going to get a different IP address. So that you want to just, I would set it up with the interface that you want to use. DFW is in Texas. I have not been in Texas. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in Florida right now. If I was leaving Canada and went out to Florida and it was cold, it would not be fun. It's about a 3-hour drive north of Austin. Yeah, we drove a bit yesterday. How's it going? Good to see you. Let's see. I saw that it snowed in Florida. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of crazy to see. I've been waiting months for the 42 rack to be in stock and finally snagged the last. Oh, nice. I have one of the racks in my basement, which you guys probably noticed. You might have noticed in my rack rebuild video that I have on the side. I had the Unify rack. We're going to be bringing that to clients that we're doing. You power cycled it and it didn't help. What I would say, bring it inside, plug it directly into a switch. If that doesn't work, you're going to have to probably RMA it. Or you could make, yeah, because your settings wouldn't have changed on it if you didn't change anything. Yeah, something was going on with one of the protect updates. I do remember that happening, but I've been off that for a little while now. I literally just joined the stream, and maybe this was already mentioned, but what a disappointment. So we did mention it. It does suck whenever things are supposed to come out and they don't come out. It does suck. It's nice that Ubiquiti kind of gave a, telling you why it got delayed, because typically they don't do that. Oh, you placed your order, then it showed out of stock. Oof. Good morning. If I need to move my Unify Talk setup between sites, can I just start Talk on another UDM and restore? Yep, you can do that. So it will recognize that because it's under your single sign-on. So if you start Talk and you load from a backup, it will be like, oh, you want to take these numbers, and it will allow you to do that. I mean, I've switched multiple different consoles with my number, and it works perfect. How about the UMVR? I'm currently using the RJ45, but might want to switch to it. So if if you switch to an SMP, it will get a new IP address, but the only thing that's going to change, like if you're locally trying to go to the protect management interface, you're going to have to put in that new IP. But if you're just going through Site Manager or look on it remotely on your phone, it's not going to matter. It's just going to have internet connection anyway. Okay, so what are we talking about today? Keystones. Okay, so we'll go over the keystones a little bit. They're actually a lot better than I thought they were going to be. I was thinking that they were going to be a lot worse. So that's kind of good news. Keystone. Yes, people did mention they are a metal color. They're not really the Ubiquiti silver. I mean, it's close enough, okay? But so doing the first one or two, it was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I like these. It's a little bit, it's more difficult to do. But after I got past that, like, it was super easy. Just you put your conductors inside the pins, and then you just cut them off, and then you crimp down. So they're actually not bad, and for the price point of a Cat 6A jack for $39, you get 12 of them. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if we're probably not going to be deploying these all the time. We're probably still going to stick to like either vertical cable or who the heck else do I use? VCE link, just because they have that crimping tool, and it does save a little bit of time. And I actually mentioned to Ubiquiti if they could come out with a different style of Keystone with a crimping tool. So we'll see if they do that. They haven't provided any justification for the AI multi-sensor 4, maybe next week or the week after that. Was that supposed to come out this month? I haven't even been looking at that. Cameras kind of excite me, some cameras, but then there's Oh, so it's coming out February. Well, it says February, so maybe it will come out. We'll see. Unless it was stated for January and then they pushed it back. I use both of my UMVR. I have my S&P Plus on my camera VLAN, so all the traffic goes through it, and the RJ on. Oh, yep, and some people do that. Inside Wire, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm sure you're going to be live streaming later today. Having some connection issue with Unify Talk with Site Magic due to internet issues. Oh, interesting. Yeah, like the backup and restore of Unify Talk or moving it to another console, it's super easy. True Cable, we can't get True Cable in Canada. So that's the downside, unless they've changed things. I was supposed to actually reach out to True Cable to, I guess maybe not sponsor us. I don't know how you want to say it. I get to give us cable for a job, and we were going to do a video on the cable and do it on an install. And that's where we ran into issues. They couldn't ship it to Canada. So I was going to get somebody to, well, it was Jacob, who was Stewart Network Services. We were going to get it all shipped to him and then him ship it to me. But the shipping cost would have been insane. I don't think anybody has spoken about your terminations and oh no, you just brought it up. You should have seen the amount of people who were thinking I was trolling about using T568A instead of B. I use T568A, and the majority of businesses that we go into that have already been cabled are in my area are T568A. So I don't know. When I was like 14 years old, my grandpa taught me how to do Keystone terminations. They always used A, so that's kind of what I stuck with. People think that A is like the worst thing in the world. There's really not much of a difference. Just stick with the standard. Don't make up your own. You think Unify is going to monitor service for their alarm stuff like a true panel? I hope they do, because that is massive to like a lot of businesses. You need to have like some sort of monitoring. I wonder when they're going to give us a per port management on the UPS lines like they did with the PDUs. I thought it was a very odd choice. Yeah, so did I kind of. I don't know for sure if they could even switch that right now on the tower UPS or the 2U UPS. But if you looked at their UPS video, their announcement video, it does show that they were coming out with some other line, I guess, down the road, and I would assume that will have it. Wires are wires, even if you flip the colors around. Yep. So you could make up your own cable code on each end and it will still work, but you don't want to do that. You want to stick to one of the standards. I'm launching a security alarm integration, but without a keypad. Arming and disarming is impossible, and it's too complicated for users to do on the phone. Do you have any feedback on Cydia? Cydia, like when is Cydia? I don't even know. I'm not going to it, or not that I know of. Cydia 2026. There's supposed to be. Oh, it's in September. It's in Denver. I probably won't be going to that. Denver isn't too far away though, to be honest. So what they originally showed off in their initial Superlink video was something like this for a keypad. Something similar to the intercom viewer, so I'm hoping that they do come out with that. Because you're right, like arming and disarming from your phone, it's really meh. I'd rather have a separate pad. It used to be for government, B for everywhere else, but it makes no difference. Yes, that's correct. The worst thing you could do with terminations is assume. Made like 30 terminations of B type. Yeah, we've run into jobs like that before where we've terminated and then it's all the opposite one, and it really sucks. Because then you got to cut them all off and you got to restart. The Tech Ninja, how's it going? From Austria. Yeah, a keypad was visible, but there's been no news since. I don't even know if I saw any at when we were in Miami for UWC. So do you think you will ever deploy the all toolless Keystones in a business or something? I mean, I find them, all of my jacks are working. I didn't even test them. We're going to be doing another testing video with my Fluke Link IQ, and then somebody wanted me to do it with an actual certifier. It shouldn't even make a difference, but we may, if they want to keep it all like a silver color. The color is a little bit different though. That I would have to test. Is there a difference in speed or performance if I use NVR drives that have 64 MB versus? They probably would. I'm sure there would. I'm not huge on the testing of NAS's. If you want that, I would probably go like watch NAS compares, or I'm trying to think of who else gets like really deep in the woods with the NAS stuff. Oh God, what is his name? I met him. Space Rex. You could look up Space Rex. I'm sure he does a lot of NAS testing as well for different drives. So let's talk about this. I don't know how you get into it. I assume I'm allowed to talk about it because I've been Ubiquiti. This is how I found the link. Ubiquiti posted it. So there's the Ubiquiti certified installers. So what this is, and I'm not on it yet because, I mean, I will be on it, but it's not in Canada yet. It's only available in the United States. If you're looking for a certified Ubiquiti installer or like an MSP who deals with it or cabling or whatnot, that's what they've came out with. So find certified installers. Right here it says installers listed are currently limited to the US or other regions are coming soon. So you can see like based off services, full system integration, managed services, low voltage, engineering and design. I mean, we're going to pretty much cover all of those. We'll manage your unified network, but I'm not going to be putting like endpoints on your, things on your endpoint, like your computer and stuff like that. We would do managed services based on Unify. Then you could look in the industry and then deployment size. So, 1,000+ users. I think Clay from DPC is in here somewhere. Let's do that. I mean, there's a ton of people. Maybe he doesn't do 1,000+. I don't even know. Here, let's look at MSP. He was in here. I found it the other day. Like, Clay, there you are. Where the heck is he? I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. But there's a lot of people in here. Like, there's like 18 different pages of people right now. And then you could look up in your area and see if somebody's there, and you could contact them. Then they have all a Q&A down here. What type of service provider should I choose? And then, it really just depends on the work you want. How do I get help directly from Ubiquiti? We rely on certified Unify installers to deliver deployment services, on-site support, and most hands-on assistant. For everything else, like phone-based support, they tell you to go to them, whatever. Where can I see examples of successful unified deployments? And they say, like, you could look at their case studies down there, which I do have a case study in there. And then what if there are no installers near me? We're rapidly expanding our certified installer network, check back soon, national coverage, and then they're going to be rolling out to different parts of the world as well. How do you become a certified installer? I have no idea. There really is no sign-up page. I'm not sure how you do that. I would assume there's going to be some sort of sign-up page eventually on there if you want to become a certified Unify installer. Crosstalk did a video on his UCG fiber dying. He couldn't access he couldn't access the console as it was super slow or wouldn't connect. Network continued to operate. Have you seen this issue? So we don't deploy a lot of. We barely deploy any. Actually, I don't even know if I deployed any. Like physically deployed any cloud fibers. I haven't. Because we typically put our stuff in racks, and I just like to have like a UDM Pro Max or something like that. Like he mentioned, the one he did get was a pre-release version that you would have not seen on the stores. Like it would have been sent to us early to do videos on and whatnot. Typically, it's the same hardware, so that could have been the issue. But I haven't had any customers come to me who have had issues with them, so I don't really know. Is this different than the map stuff? I remember paying like $1,000 a year and got access to support and some other stuff. So that is different that you're thinking of. That was what was that? Community. Yeah, that's different. So this is for installers. Like if you need somebody to come and install Unify Access on your building or some cameras or physically install cables, that's what this is going to be for. There's Willie Howe. He's in there. So that's really what that's for. But what you would have been talking about was professional support, maybe? That's probably this that you were talking about, where you pay per site. Yeah, so you do your 1 year, 3 years. We do offer. Kind of updating my website a little bit. I need to do some more because I'm terrible at website design. This is a little bit more. Obviously, it's more money than $1,000, but we're offering like managed Unify service plan. So it's going to be like the $400 a month. That's kind of just whatever. That's house. What most people would be looking at if you have like an actual business that you want looked after, it takes care of all your updates, anything like that, configuration changes, configuration backups, which you guys probably would have. Most of you already know how to do all this stuff. But then it would do like network changes for firewall rules, VLAN changes, review of system log, and then access to our ticketing system. So if you have an issue, we'd get back to you. There'd be different SLAs based on the plan or based on the urgency. And then we have like multi-site plans. So if you have, up to 5 locations, $750 a month. There's a lot of people who just don't want to deal with it, and they'll have, config changes. And then if you need more than 5 locations a month, we have this other plan. And this is Canadian prices, by the way. So it's a lot cheaper than the US prices. But we just started rolling that out. We haven't had tons of people. I mean, we have 1 or 2 people on it right now that I've been working with for a while, but I've never used the Unify support, so I'm not too sure how good it actually is or not. How do you get certified? That I don't know. So we're going to have to wait to see. I don't know if I could. I'm not going to message him right now. It's early. Yeah, I'm not sure how you actually get on that. So once I do know if you can become a certified installer, then or whatever, I'll put it on like social media, or we'll talk about it in the live stream. When I did our install at work, it would have been really nice if this existed. Was very surprised it didn't until recently. Yeah, it's been a big thing, and they haven't really advertised it. So I don't even know how you find the certified installers besides going directly to the link. So it is something new, so that they're probably not pushing it that much right now. Like if you go to support, it's not in support. Like you literally have to go to the link. Oh, is there a sign up at the bottom? I don't know if I see a sign up. There's a visit help request here. Yeah, I don't see a sign up here. Ubiquiti store, blah, 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 blah. I don't see a sign up. Maybe, let me see. Oh, don't see an installer near you that fits. Let us know. That may be a way that you could get into it. Let me just bring that off to the side and see what it pulls up. Help us improve local partner, whatever. You will not be contacted. Okay, so there's no real sign up unless I'm missing it and you saw something different than I did. Do you have tested the Unify? So I have the 2U UPS running in my network. I haven't done like crazy tests with it right now though. There's a join waitlist for becoming at towards the bottom of the page. Okay, hold on. Let's find it. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's right here. Okay, there you go. Right here. Join waitlist. Let me see. Oh, okay. So that makes it easy. Yeah, so you just click on the join waitlist and then you put in your information. Easy. I didn't even see that, so that's perfect. So if you want to become, I don't even know how all these people signed up. That we must have been contacted through Ubiquiti. They must have been, preferred people. I signed up a little while ago, so I can't wait for them to launch. Toronto, Ontario. Greg, how's it going? Good to see you. What is this? Trying to get in contact directly with Ubiquiti seems impossible. I'm currently working on a four-year project for the company I work for, doing a complete lift and shift from a 2K unit Meraki to Unify. Well, they're not going to really give you, I mean, they'll give you what to buy and stuff like that, but they're not going to design anything for you or help you do the config. Even the support through them, that's what it is. It's support after you've already built your system. If you need help with that, you could go to my website and you could hire us, or you could hire whatever other Unify consultant. 500 plus location deployment. Well, that's pretty. Contact me about that, and then I could kind of reach out to some people that I know to try to help you with that. I just looked up the ones close to me in Iowa and found that Willie's business is like 2 hours from me. Yeah, I didn't even know Willie was on there. I was looking through it the other day. I was not like fully, but I didn't know he was on that. So that's good. I'm glad he went on there. I think one of the most important criteria for someone to show up in their list of certified installers is more case study upload. I don't know, because the case studies, like, there's not a ton of case studies, right? Like, if you look under the case studies, there's how many of them here? I don't know how many. I guess there's not, I mean, there's not 18 pages. There's 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, I guess there's about 50. There's probably about 50. And here we are. We were one of the first. Actually, we were one of the first. Where is it? This is the one we did. Case study. I probably could do more. And I should probably put like case studies on my website, but I'm not good at writing. I guess I could get AI to do it, but I probably won't end up doing that on my website. On your managed sites, do you retain ownership? No, I would not retain ownership of the console. So that's the only thing with the backups that would. So I wouldn't. That's the only tricky part of the backups. I would make sure that your backups are set up to once a week, but we wouldn't have ownership of your console. We would just be an admin on the console. I don't want ownership of anybody's console, because if something ever happens, like, you know, say we part ways for whatever, or something happens to me, you still have access to your console and my credentials aren't the owner. Because if you're not the owner and you can't get a hold of me ever, you're going to have to do a factory reset. Is it worth upgrading to the UDM Pro Max over the first gen UDM Pro? I use talk and network with multiple WANs over 8 gig in total. Protect is running separately on a UMVR. Are you having issues with speed or anything like that? If not, I would just stick with the UDM. We haven't installed the elevator kit. I do have a client in the States that has a couple of them, though. Yeah, I do have a. I've never physically done it. We haven't actually been asked to do a access job that has an elevator. I've never done elevators, so it would be a little interesting to do, especially with life safety equipment. I'm sure it works fine. I know for the couple companies that I've worked with who have them, they love it. They seem to think they're great. What else were we going to talk about? We talked about the Keystones. We talked about, what is the title today? We talked about the installer program. So yeah, join the wait list if you're looking at doing that. And then hopefully you get in. I don't know what really the criteria is too much. I'm sure you have to be a legit business. Obviously, you got to have insurance, and things of that nature. But yeah, ask your questions. This week for videos, I'll probably be doing the SuperLink motion sensor. Where the heck is that? We'll be looking at that anyway. So I'll do a video on the motion sensor, and I'm going to be doing a 2026 design center video. I think Inside It Wire and I will probably both be releasing one. He's already done his, finished. I haven't even started mine, but I am going to do a 2026 design center, because there's been a whole lot of changes within design center, and I might also include inner space within that design center video. We'll see. I hope a new UDM Pro comes out with this year with AI built-in better specs. Yeah, that would be interesting. What is the best way to access and sync photos to the UNAS from a phone? Oh gosh. Kyle, how's it going? Good to see you. I don't know if I could talk about this because it's EA. If you have an iPhone, something's coming out. If you have an iPhone, I think Google will be coming out later. But yeah, if you have an iPhone, I would just wait or go into the early access. Or somebody could say in chat. I'm not going to say. Not getting full speed on wire connections. ISP came in. Yeah, then I would probably do then I probably would do an upgrade if you're having some issues. I have the G6 and I do like it. I still haven't put the angled bracket on it, but it does work well. And the view, like the wide view, is beautiful. PM, how's it going? Good to see you. Anybody think these insane memory prices are what is causing delays? I would think that there's going to be a lot of delays based on memory. There's going to be hard drives and stuff like that, and not just Ubiquiti. I think it's going to be everybody. The primary, secondary, and tertiary option are in Design Center. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. I figured they would be if they were in inner space. They should be in Design Center. But yeah. We are at 31 likes and 143 people. If you guys want to hit the like button, that'd be great. We'll try to get to 100. And then you win a prize of nothing. But we get 100 likes. That would be perfect. We're at 32 likes now. That's awesome. The more I look into other NAS options, the more I realize the UNAS Pro is half big. Well, it depends what you're looking to do with the UNAS, right? If you're looking for strict file storage, I mean, it works great. Sharing links work great. Using Unify Identity endpoint to access your NAS when you're remote works great. If you want to run Plex on it, or if you want, like, you know, run VMs or whatever, you're not going to get that option with it. The lights are good on them, yes. I have a vented soffit. How do I mount bullet cameras to that if I want to install cameras, or should I go... On the front of my house, I have a vented, the same thing, vented soffit, and I just put in metal screws into it, and my bullets are staying fine. You might want to brace it with like a piece of wood or something like that inside of your soffit. If you want them to be stable, you could put like in never move. Putting it to the brick would be the best. PhotoSync isn't EA anymore? Really? Well, I should do a video on that. I swear that was. Huh. Because I just did my photos. Oh, yeah, I guess it isn't EA, is it? Oh, unless the NAS has to be on EA. I don't know. Let me just look. Refresh. Oh, I'm on a VPN, aren't I? Yep. Yeah, I backed up 6,500 photos. They need to add WAN switches in the design center. They're not there. That is true. They probably, I don't know. Once I release my video, I'm sure they'll come out with another update adding more gear. It would be nice too if they came out with a way, like, I know there's other programs if you're in the audio space where you could, where it tells you where to actually place your speakers for the power amps. I think that would be really cool. The motion sensors and glass break motion sensors are in design center, but their range is not shown. Interesting. Two Guys Tech just talked about speed limits on the UDM Pro Box, and he was getting over 3 gigabit with the unit. He had jumped to the EFG to get a full 5. I mean, mine does. I haven't tested actually because I don't have a 5 gig internet link. I only have a 3 gig internet link, and I'm fine with that. It works. It works for me. UNAS is purely Surge. It isn't meant for any other crap other than NAS install. Yes, that is true. If multiple WANs are being used and policy routes are used to route traffic to different WANs, isn't it mandatory to put WAN mode to failover? Probably not. You could probably still have it. You could probably still have it in load balancing. I never have it in load balancing. The only time I would do it in load balancing is if you have the exact same upload download speed from both providers. I use Plex on my UNAS as storage only in conjunction with a Mac Mini, which sits in the rack. Which, oh, yeah, you could do it. You could do it for that. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. What the heck was it? Oh, it's about speakers. I got a ton of questions about the power amps and stuff like that on that house build job we did. So I asked Ubiquiti if they could send me 2 power amps, and they are sending me 2 power amps. So that's sweet. I'm thinking about. So my basement's unfinished, so I'm going to get some ceiling speakers, and I'm going to mount them, show you how to wire it. And it's going to be mounted, obviously, the frame and stuff. Like, there's no drywall in my basement, so it'll be easy to see. But I'm thinking about putting 2 speakers in this office as well. So I'll show it, like, downstairs where it's all open. There's, like, nothing there. And then I'm going to show you how to install speakers when you have drywall already there. So I think it's going to make for an interesting video, and then I could actually follow up on a bunch of the questions that I got, you know, based on different zones and stuff like that. Should I buy a NVR Pro or wait for something new? I'm always the one to say never wait for anything new because you never know when anything new is going to come out. So if you need it right now, I would just buy it. The NVR Pro works great. I've been running it for a very long time. Most of their camera stuff works great. Actually, the eNVR works super. It's very quick, but you probably don't need a $2,000 device. Thank you so much for the $5. Always enjoyed your content. Here's a cup of coffee. I will get that coffee tomorrow because I have had so many coffees today. I think I'm on my like 3rd or 4th. I keep waking up at 4 a.m. It is currently 11:45, and I cannot get out of that. So by like 6 p.m. I'm drained. It looks very similar to the Sonos amp. Yeah, so Sonos, they came out with these power amps at a pretty good time because Sonos just came out. I guess they released a firmware update that really screwed over a lot of the Sonos stuff. And then Ubiquiti released theirs, so a lot of people bought them. We need an Australia Unify store badly. Everything that costs 2 times more. Yes, I've heard of that, actually. Which is unfortunate. On our UMVR, we have been experiencing 5+ seconds of delay when selecting a camera from the multi-view playback, PTZ and more. Just started in the last month. It could be a bad firmware, but are you uplinking at 10 gig? What happened to all the audio gear they showed? So you're talking about the Pro AV stuff. I would assume it's still coming out. It's just probably still under development. A multi-zone audio port and web-based app would be ideal for business, school, restaurant, specifically for managing music across multiple locations. Yep, that'd be cool. I mean, I'm not an audio video expert. I'm looking at learning it because I would like to start installing some of it in small business. So that's really why I wanted to get more power amps as well. They need to release a Pro audio lineup. Well, they should be. I mean, they were shown at like CD and some other events. We do not do drywall repair. If you've seen I did a video on I forget what doorbell it was. I think it was the G4 Doorbell Pro or something like that. And I had to run a wire to it. And I cut a big hole in my wall. I still haven't patched it. We just put a faceplate over it. But before that, I had to repair drywall and I did a terrible job. So we would end up subbing that out. Let's see. I am the affected one when it comes to buying stuff the day, it comes out. That's always what happens. It's just the rule. Chantel is in the chat. Everybody say hi to Chantel. Let's see. Yeah, I think Lars is doing okay now. Like his thing. So Lars Clint had a fire there in Australia. I think he's doing all right. His GoFundMe did well. He's rebuilding. I'm just trying to find his channel right now. I'll throw his link in chat here. He did a bit of a second part to it. Did he do a first part? Oh, hold on. He probably did. Yeah, so he's doing his farm rebuild. I'm looking forward to the farm rebuild. It's terrible what happened. But the rebuild should be nice to see. So go follow Lars for his adventures on that. He got very lucky. His house didn't get affected by the fires, but a lot of his other stuff did, unfortunately. I'm in a leisure park, fully equipped with the Bose, or I guess Bose 360, but the power amp doesn't support 100 volt. Nope. Most importantly, it only works with the phone. Yeah, the app is a little weird. I'm hoping they change that. Yes, the announcement programming is actually pretty cool. I didn't know they had that, and when we were down there, we were testing it out, and it sounded pretty cool. My soft phone talk is saying still connecting. Interesting. I would try... I don't even know, to be honest. I would try resending yourself an invitation for identity and see if that helps. At UWC, was there any discussion? I didn't really hear anything about Unify Talk, to be honest. And not that I could say, but I don't think I really even heard about it. Most small business and offices run 70-volt systems, especially in regards to cost. Using the audio port would be beneficial in that scenario. Interesting. I do have an audio port. I don't know where I put it. Probably downstairs somewhere. I've only tested it out with my... I have these KRK speaker monitors. I've tested out. It sounded pretty good. Yes, he did lose his llamas. I didn't realize that at the beginning. I commented on his video, say, yes, llamas found. I didn't realize that the llamas had passed away. So I felt kind of bad about that. That I said that. I should have watched the full video first before commenting. But that's like typical YouTube people, or YouTube viewers. They comment before actually watching the thing. What are your thoughts on the Dream Router 5G Max? I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be great for places that, you know, don't have any fiber or copper or whatever to their house, and you'll be able to use this, or for like, well, I guess remote deployments would be good, but like temporary deployments, I think it's going to be really cool. And I do like the look of it. It does remind me of the Amplify Alien line of stuff. So I think it's going to be nice to see dual SIMs. That's nice. Do they have PoE? Doesn't look like you have PoE, but still, you could just get a little PoE switch to extend your Wi-Fi. What do you think about the G6 Doorbell Pro now? It says it will come out in March. Do you think it will be pushed again? It's hard to say. I can't really, I have no idea on timelines. Do I think it will be pushed? I think they're trying to do their best to get it out to people, and that it's just a issue with memory, right? And that's like everybody's having right now, because all these big AI data centers are opening up, and it's causing hardware shortages. I got to go, but since I tried the Toolless Keystone jacks, you should try the modular one, modular plugs, which are the same thing except RJ45 ends. Well, so these are just pass-through, I think. That's all those are, right? They're just, no, what the heck do they call it? Couplers. I think that's what you're talking about, these guys. I honestly hate crimping Keystone, or sorry, RJ45s. I'd rather put a Keystone jack on any day than doing doing RJ45s. I don't know why. I just never liked it. I need to get some more of these, the RJ45 dust covers, because I didn't have enough to fill my aggregation switch and the unused ports that I'm using. Need a Unify MiFi next. Yes. I don't have any good recommendations on eSIMs or unlimited SIMs. Let me... Actually, I asked Jacob this the other day. Who did he say? Oh, okay. Jacob, I don't know if you're here yet, but I just saw your text. I figured that's what the case was about the photo thing. I think it was, who the heck did you say? I forget. Because we were talking about this. T-Mobile has a home and business internet, which is unlimited. The home is a little weird about moving the SIM to another device. A business account, you could put it with whatever. So you'd have to get like a business unlimited. Other than that, I have no idea. I tried looking in Canada to find unlimited, and it was impossible. Some people like the RJ45s. I mean, they're not hard to do. They're easy to do. But like if I'm gonna be terminating into a network rack, into a patch panel, I'm using Keystones. I'm not getting coupler. I'm not putting an RJ45 on the end of cable, plugging it into the back of the coupler. That's just one other connection that you have to make. I'm just going to go directly into the Keystone. Because what we use, like if we're doing the vertical cable punch tools or whatever, it's just one crimp. I mean, it's super easy. I agree. I think a Connect lineup change would be great, because the only thing that they really have in the Connect line, for screens anyway, where the heck was it? Where the heck is Connect stuff? Hold on a sec. Connect? So they have the Connect display, which I do have one of these, which is, it's not doing anything right now. And I think they have the little, what the heck are those things called that you plug into TVs? The little, I have both of them as well, the little Connect display port or something like that they call it. But yeah, it would be nice to see like smaller displays. Especially if they're going to be integrating with like SuperLink and stuff for like alarm panels. They need to. You should do another show off your rack contest. I just upgraded to a 42U. The problem with that, the ones that I liked and the ones that I picked, everybody's like, "Oh, these people don't need the, you know, they don't need to win. Look at all they got. You know, I don't have much money." And it was just, people were complaining more than I'd like about a free giveaway. But I may do it in the future. I think there were some other content creators that were doing rack things like that as well. I think I actually just watched one of your videos this morning. I don't know if it was you. I don't know if you do YouTube. I'm pretty sure you do though. Pretty sure I watched it. I don't know if I subscribe, but I need to. Let's see, was that it? I don't know if that's... Yes, I was. What video was I watching of yours? History. Oh, I was watching your I'm pretty sure it was your why I bought a Wi-Fi 5 router in 2026.
Ubiquiti just.
Oops, sorry, I don't want to play your video on here. Just subscribe. I'll post your video link though. If that's you, I don't know if that's you or not, but it could very well be. I was watching the video earlier this morning. I'd actually never, a lot of Unify stuff or YouTubers I follow, and for some reason I'd never seen yours come up until today. Longtime fan, awesome. Well, yeah, I'll end up watching more of your stuff, but yeah, I did subscribe and I just posted your link, so hopefully more people subscribe. You're up to 5.73 subscribers. That's great. If you're not already a part of the Ubiquiti affiliate, or not affiliate program, the creator program, if you want, you could sign up too. Creators.ui.com. That's that link here. Actually, well, if you have some sort of social media presence, people could apply and they may get back to you. So we'll see. You ever use the Patchbox stuff? Somebody mentioned this last live stream. Patchbox reached out to me years ago. I'm talking like Crosstalk Videos did a video on it, and it was around that same time. I'm just not a huge fan of the Patchbox, like their actual cables thing, tray, I guess you could call it. I just think there's not a really good way to make it look neat. And it's very expensive. It was like $700 or something like that. Do you think Ubiquiti will come out with Wi-Fi switches and home automation? I'm not sure about that. That would be cool though. It was a viewport, but it wasn't. It was the ConnectCast. That's what it was. I think it was ConnectCast Pro and ConnectCast Lite or something like that. Yeah, it's these two right here. So one's the Pro, one's Lite. I think I have both of them. I'm not 100% sure on the Pro though. I helped our clubhouse redo their network and 40 cameras. I objected several times, but board members are going to go ahead and do the work themselves to switch over 1,000 residents. Eee. Yeah, you shouldn't really. I mean, that's life safety. But whatever. They're going to find out it's not easy and it takes professionals to do that type of work. Thank you very much for the member. 11 months. Holy crap. I still got to do something for the members, but I do appreciate the support and that little picture of Mocha and Nilla. Any ideas if you can send a G6 instance video stream back to UMVR when using a Yes, you can. I believe that's, yeah, I believe you can. Yeah. Oh, back to UMVR. Back to, yeah, you can. I did that with mine. Yeah, is I'm not using my UDM Pro with Protect. I have a UMVR Pro. Just do a rate my rack and no giveaway. I guess I could do that. Yeah. Engineer, hello. You don't need to spam. Hello. Just recently became a member in the program. Very excited. Oh, awesome. That's great. Well, you'll yeah, that's awesome. Are they planning on using SuperLink as residential home security? I'm not really sure the full extent of what they're doing with it, but if they really want to get into like a security system, they need to have some sort of monitoring for sure. I have a Flex 10 gigabit. Actually, let me shut down some of these links. My fans are going nuts. I have a Flex 10 gigabit aggregation switch and a cloud gateway fiber and 3 PCs with 10 gig NICs. How do I connect them properly? So it will go your, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's going to go your cloud gateway fiber with a 10 gig cable or a DAC cable or whatever down to your aggregation switch. And then from your aggregation switch, I would just go to the Flex 10 gigabit. Actually, what is the Flex 10 gigabit? Let me look at the switch again. Is it utility Flex? Where the heck is it? 10 gig. Here it is here. Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, so you're going to go your cloud gateway. Oh, how many PCs did you have again? I think you'll have enough room. Okay, you have 3 PCs. So what you're going to do, you're going to go your cloud gateway fiber down to your aggregation switch. From your aggregation switch, you're going to need RJ45 SOP Plus modules. You're going to plug into one of these 4 ports because these 4 ports are the only 10 gigabit ports. And then your PCs are going to go on here. You could always just buy more SOP Plus modules and plug directly into your aggregation switch for your PCs. But since you have this, you might as well use it and then it cost saving without buying those modules. Unfortunately, the uplink to this is only a gigabit. So I think their thought behind this was, yeah, you uplink to your unified network, and then you have like one 10 gigabit computer, and then you have a 10 gigabit NAS or something like that sitting on the same switch so that it just routes between it, and then, you know, it's just fast. So that's how I would do it. But can you connect a Unify access hub to a network using a UDP bridge? I don't see why not. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Oh, a device bridge. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm actually using, I don't know if this computer's plugged into it. It might be. I have the UDP switch sitting right here beside me, and I have a Unify Access Ultra plugged into it right now, and some of the hub stuff, the retro stuff plugged into it, and it's working fine. That's a 4-port switch I'm running, so both of my Synology NASs have 10. Yeah, I have this switch, I think, downstairs that I'm not using right now. I believe I need to get a new switch up here, though, because I don't want to be using the UDP. I have 4 wall connections. I don't even know why I need more. I have 4 wall connections up in this office, but when I'm doing testing, I need like 8 or 10 to do, you know, testing of different gear. That's what I would as well, but I have the aggregation switch. Well, I have the aggregation switch Pro, and there's like, if you would have seen my rebuild video, there was only like 2 things plugged into it. There will be more things eventually plugged into it, but for now, like, I would be fine with the standard aggregation switch. Wherever that is, right here. It is only layer 2. It doesn't do layer 3, but it's for my house. I don't really care. Like, and then again, I don't need to have the ECS 48 port switch in my rack, but I have it, so might as well use it. Actually, how much are those switches? Those are expensive switches. Holy crap. But I have PoE+++ on all ports, so I'll never run out of power. And I'm only using like 21 ports, I think. Are any rumors on a Pro UPS? Oh, whoops. Hold on, let me turn ViewBot off. Or whatever it's called. Not ViewBot, Nightbot. Let's see, how do I turn it off? Nightbot, leave channel. There we go. Okay. I forgot that Nightbot does it will ban or block some links. That wasn't even a link, but anyway, there you go. You're back up and running. Any rumors on a Pro UPS? I think they showed like some other UPSs within their video. Using an M4 Mac Mini and want it to connect via 10 gigabit without built-in. The Mini just forgot. How would I connect a Mini to an SOP Plus port on the Enterprise? How would I connect? Hold on. Using a Mac Mini and want to connect it to 10 gig without built-in. So you don't have a built-in. Do you not have a built-in Ethernet port that's 10 gig? I might be misunderstanding the question. It thought it was a link. Yeah, Nightbot thought it was a link, so that's why it dropped you out. It's okay, I kicked it out. The only thing that I wanted to use Nightbot for was to post my like Discord link and the hires link, but yeah, I don't really care. I could just post them manually. Enterprise line UPS. Okay, I don't even remember. They've come out with so many different videos. But I will stay on here maybe another 5 minutes, maybe another 10. I don't know what we're doing today. Supposed to go to the movies. I am highly addicted to Neo 3. I kind of want to finish it, but it's just a demo. The demo will be over soon. I'm pretty much done it. And then it comes out Friday. Can you link to aggregation switches? Yeah, you could link to the aggregation switches, sure. You could use quotes now. You could do whatever you want. The Nightbots, it left the channel now, so it won't block or YouTube blocks links anyways for people. Exactly. What should be the best Thunderbolt? So they do have Ubiquiti actually has a 10 gig. I have it downstairs, so I have a Mac Mini M2, and I only got it with the 1 gig, and I'm using this 10 GB. I'm using this right here. It works great. And the price actually it's comparable to other products. So yeah, I would look into that. I mean, you could get different if you don't want to go with Ubiquiti. You don't need to go with Ubiquiti. There's probably StarTech ones out there. There's so many different people that have these, and it works great. Like my Mac, that's where I do most of my testing when it's like higher than 2.5 gig, because this PC here only does 2.5 gig. Useless as a moderator, then yeah. I guess I could just switch. I haven't really played around with Nightbot, so I could switch away some of the stuff. I used to use it for like giveaways and other things like that. But there was one timeout today for 280 messages, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I don't know what else. Hopefully some more stuff releases from Ubiquiti so that we could get some more videos. Other than that, it's probably just going to be a lot of software videos. So we'll have the design center, we'll have the motion sensor. That's going to be hardware. We are going to be doing some more on-site jobs coming up, so that'll be cool to look out for. We should be doing a retro hub job coming up, so that's going to be cool. Just so you guys can see how the retro hubs work, how it works with existing cabling, because we're not going to be recabling. The only thing that we probably will be recabling, they have an underground parking, and we want to put the actual Unify intercom on there, so we're going to get the gate starter kit for that. But that will be all filmed. January was really quiet, like crazy quiet. I was surprised. Thank you so much for your videos. You're my #1 Ubiquiti product reviewer. Awesome. I appreciate you watching. Without people watching, I probably wouldn't be doing it. I mean, I might still be doing it because it is fun, but yeah, and I like learning. Any thoughts, resources for connecting a unified door hub, full or mini, to a third-party motorized multi-point locking system? That is a mouthful, and I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe send me an email or join our Discord. If you use Discord, maybe join our Discord and ask that. A third-party motorized multi-link locking system. It would have to be a 12-volt, some sort of 12-volt accessory. I guess you could do it if it's a 12 or 24-volt, but you'd need external power. SFP Wizard full video. I've already done a video on the SFP Wizard, and I haven't touched it since, so I probably won't be doing that. I wouldn't use it, I don't use it at all. It was cool when it came out, but we don't use third-party SFPs, so it's kind of whatever. There's also a USB-C Thunderbolt SFP on Amazon, so I was struggling because Ethernet gets warm. Yes, it does. So it's not with the DAC cable, right? Yeah, it wouldn't be with the DAC cable. It would be Ethernet. Why does my phone keep going off? Oh. We'll do, yeah, thinking dry contact. Yeah, you could probably do it through a dry contact for sure. You most likely can. Most of the integrations with like actual locks and accessories will work, but if you're looking to integrate like third-party readers, that's not going to work unless you're using like the Wigan or whatever the heck they call it. With the retro hubs, that's when the third-party stuff would work. Did somebody else experience with the G6 third black that stopped working after 1 week? I have not had. Are you talking about a doorbell, or are you talking about a camera? My doorbell, I have the G6 entry, and it's been working great. And all my cameras have been, although I need to upgrade my cameras because a lot of them, I think I still have 2 G3 cameras, and I have a couple G4 cameras. I haven't had really too many issues with those. Not that I could speak on, but anyway, I am out of here. I got some stuff to do today. We will be back live again next Sunday. There will be some videos out this week. Not sure when. There will most likely be 2 videos. Everybody have a great rest of your Sunday. Thanks for all the support in the stream. I will make sure I get some coffees with those, and we will talk later on. Take care. See ya.